Shalom Israel, this is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. Here in Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
Moses spake unto all Israel. You understand that, bro? You understand what he just read? All right, look, pay attention, because we're going to show you something too. Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So do you know who Moses is? You ever heard of Moses before? What you know about Moses? So Moses led the children, I'm going to give you the cliff notes. Moses led the children of Israel out of Egypt at the hand of Most High God. He strengthened Moses' hand to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt. You familiar with that history? All right. The young brother, he wasn't familiar with that history like that. So read that part again.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan.
So guess what? Now when we read this, you have to understand, see, we have the theology in our head of all people. When we talk from little boy, you're like, oh, Jesus loved all the little children and all this, that, and the other. This Bible is talking about the nation of Israel. These are the words which Moses spoke unto the children of Israel. The so-called blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans are the children of Israel.
So we're being comprehensive, right? The word got to be broken down, right? The walk, like revealed by God, right? That Bible is speaking of the way of holiness. That's all the Bible speaks of. If you break it down and put it back together, it shows children who are lost how to come into the way of holiness.
What's holy?
Holiness?
Give me Leviticus.
It's a
20,
highway.
I think it's 20 and 20.
It's the way that Jesus brought to us. You get what I mean? That's holiness.
Leviticus 20 and 23.
We're talking about where these guys come from. Unless they come from another nation, have passports and actually imported from another nation. They come from Moors because the Moors are the first.
What does Moor mean?
Moors, they are Spanish travelers that were exiled into Spain from Africa.
From what? From what part of Africa? From Northeast Africa, right?
You know, everything comes from the Mesopotamia.
From Northeast Africa, right? What's in Northeast Africa?
You know, the North was the South and the South was the North.
From what we call it now is Northeast Africa. Everybody's not going to understand that history. But what we're talking about right now, what we would call it now would be Northeast Africa, right?
Egypt ain't that Northwest?
No, that's Northeast Africa.
That's Northeast?
Correct.
So, if you're looking at that, if you start in the middle of Africa, it should be Northwest, eh?
Look, let's start right here. Read this what you got. First we're gonna go with holiness is, and then we're gonna deal with the Moors. Read.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
So you said that we striving for holiness. You said this book is trying to teach a certain people how to be holy. Guess what? You're not all the way wrong. You're not all the way wrong, but you're not all the way right. Go ahead.
For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people.
So God said his holiness is to sever. Right. It's set apart.
Separate.
You are separate, right? Hold that back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. So you have to, like you say, it got to be broke down in parts. So now we're going to break down in parts. You understand what holy means? All right, so we're going to go back to that. We're going to finish that so we can get the full thought. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Who is the thou? Who is the thou that he's talking to in this book?
You have to go before that to see who.
No, we talking about this book. Who is the thou that he's talking to in this book?
Right, that's you in that chapter when you say book, right?
Okay, this chapter. Who? So in Deuteronomy, who is he talking to?
That's what you gotta tell them. You gotta read before that.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and 1.
Right.
We're gonna show you again exactly who he talking to. That's why I said, bro, it's reading comprehension, right? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So if he spoke, who did he just say was separate or holy unto him? Who is his people?
At that time, he's talking to Israelites.
At this time and all this time.
Every day, Jesus.
Okay, so what that mean?
When Jesus comes, he makes holiness available to all people.
Matthew 15:24. We gonna show you, bro. That's not what the Bible say. That's what people say. The Bible don't say that.
It's from the Bible.
Bible don't say that. Bible don't say that. Read.
Matthew chapter 15 verse 24. But he answered and said.
So this is Jesus talking. This is Matthew now, right? These the red letters. Read.
I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Understand that? Christ said, I'm only sent unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Family, y'all understand that? Y'all ever heard, you know who the Israelites are? When you read your Bible, you say, oh, who are these people that God is always talking to? Do you understand that they are the Israelites and that you are those people today? That you have forgotten who you are? And you like, I don't understand. I think I'm black. I think I'm African American. I'm this, I'm that. But guess what? That's a tribute, that's a trauma of being captive, where your captive can continue to name you whatever he want to name you. Your captive, I'm sorry, not captive. Your captive can name you whatever he want to name you. He can call you African American, he can call you nigger, he can call you black, he can call you Hispanic, he can call you beaner, he can call you whatever he wants to. And guess what? You gonna sign your name because you looking for his money. You need whatever resources he got for you. So whatever he call you, that's what you gonna do. This is what God said. Read that Deuteronomy 7 and 6 again. And we gonna keep going, but we gonna teach the people who walked up too. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So this is what I want. Me and the brother was talking about more, but God said that the Israelites are a special people unto himself. Have anybody ever told you that you are the most special people to God? See, because God said above everybody else. So that means at some point you have to look and say, well, if I'm above everybody else, that's a proud thing. Because guess what? We want our children to be the best at sports.
Right.
We want them to be the best in school.
Right.
We want them to be the best at whatever activities, or you want to be the best at work. You want to get the top seller so you can get the bonus. You want to do all of that. But when it comes to being the most special people to God, we have a problem being that. Now we want to be, no, God love everybody. That's not what he said. But me and the brother talking about more. So what? Show me what's special about the Moors. Right, but that's a different kind of pride, because he said we should love doing what he said to do.
Literally teaching people. You gotta teach them the difference in those pride.
But so listen, read it again. What did he say? This is what God said. If God said that you more special than anybody else, why would I dumb myself down to not be that?
Bring it out.
Because guess what?
I'm gonna say every word in that Bible, comes with it.
Okay.
Divine scripture.
Uh-huh.
So all those words are words of God.
Right. But see, guess
So
what?
when
There's
you
a
say
pride
Jesus-
that's unto destruction.
When you say Jesus is the red letter, that's incorrect.
No, I was just making a reference because most people
I understand,
that
but
read
you
the
gotta-
Bible.
You gotta think about it. Everybody ain't most people.
So guess what? We have to deal with on the basic level.
But
So
I get what you're saying.
if the brother and the
I get what
sister
you're saying.
walked up,
And
they
don't-
recognize
that as what they've been taught.
this is what they recognize. You
Some people
understand?
haven't been taught that.
But guess what? It's easier for them to understand. And if I came out here trying to speak something that's beyond their strength, then guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna walk away without the understanding of knowing exactly. Give me that. What he said? I come to not a people of you that's I think that's in Ezekiel 2. The range speech. Yeah, that's not a people that's a different speech. Read Ezekiel 3. Read that. I think it's at the top, like 9 or something. Because guess what? We have to teach our people so that they can understand. We have to make it. Nehemiah 8 and 8. So look, we have to make it so that everybody can understand. It's not just for us to come to the learn of our people and say, you know, I could go back and forth with all kind of doctrine and educated speech all I want to. But the basic part is our people don't understand that they have to keep the commandments. Our people don't understand that there's a way to get out of oppression. Our people don't understand how to maintain their families anymore. Right. Our people don't understand how to maintain communities. The Moors have not taught us that, because guess what? The Moors ain't been around since the 1500s. But guess what? They were Israelites. They were these people, because if you read in any historical text, there's a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu, it tells you that these people were the Israelites, and what made them special is they moved from place to place with their skills and their laws. God said that you were the most important people. Check this out. This is called the final, what is this? Babylon to Timbuktu. This is the Moorish Empire, right? Look. The first one to set foot on the soil of Spain was General Tarif. Hold on. A Jew.
I just subscribe to the Bible. Why you got me to stop? Because you read from the Bible.
Right, but you was talking about Moors.
Right.
So I'm going to show you what Moors have to do with the Bible.
You screamed at me, I'm an Israelite.
Right, you are Israelite.
I'm a descendant of Moors.
Listen.
It's in the history that you're trying to read.
Listen, I'm showing you the history, and then we going back to the Bible.
If we go back further, we have to go back past when
So
Christ.
now you want to go past the Moors.
No, I want to read the Bible.
Listen, we're going to read this and then we're going back to the Bible. Listen, the first one to set foot on the soil of Spain was General Tarif, a Jew of the tribe of Simeon. Yes, from the tribe of Simeon. That would be Northern Kingdom. Right now we call them Dominicans. You understand? So this is what I'm telling you. Bro, we have always been here. And the reason the Moors were who they were, because God already told you that you were a special people above all people. So when we got to Spain, guess what? You took your laws. You took the skills that you had already had as a great people. That's how we built that thing up. But guess what happened after that? The Muslims came and did it to you again. Wiped you on out again, right? Because guess what? He said that these other nations were going to always take over us for being disobedient. You understand that? And that's what we're trying to show our people. So who were the people who got took over for disobedience? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Listen, what's your name, bro? I'm sorry, I ain't never asked you your name. Mills? Mills, I'm talking a lot. Yeah, there you go. Listen to this, Mills. Listen.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Jump to 46, because he just told you now. Remember, he's talking to the nation of Israel. He said, if you don't do what God said, that all these curses is going to come upon you and overtake you. Right? So now you have to understand that he's talking to these people, and he's giving, now I'm giving you some stipulations now. You understand? I'm giving you some consequences and repercussions. It's just like if you go sign for a car and they tell you, if you don't make these payments within X amount of days, or you renege, or you don't make, we coming to get the car.
Bring it up.
You understand? It's the same kind of contract. 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
Come on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
What you think this day is? Bro, what's your name? Lucky? Lucky and Mills. So he just told them, these curses are going to happen to you if you don't obey. And the day is the plagues or the curses. That's exactly right. You understand? Jump up to 43.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
What happened to the Moors? Somebody got up above them very high, right? First the Muslims came and got up over them, and then what we call now as the English and the Spaniards came and got up above them very high. What's going to happen to them though?
And thou shalt come down very low.
That's the expelled that you're talking about. That's you coming down to, you not that royal nation no more. You not the ones in the armor and in the paintings no more. You not the one they made. You're a descendant of Israel.
I'm a Georgia.
Look, we just read that Moors were Jews.
What I'm saying is I'm from Georgia. I was born on the red clay, right?
So guess what? You could possibly be from the tribe of Gad or Reuben,
Right.
Because guess what? Our people were here.
Holiness.
What is that?
What you reading out this Bible.
So you are separated of the
way of this
No,
Bible.
you gotta remember when in the Bible, holy is separate, Israel is separate,
Right.
Israel is holy. So in order to be,
Follow that one way.
then you gotta be
That
an
way.
you gotta be an Israelite.
If you call it
Romans
an
9 and
Israelite,
3.
What I'm saying is, what does the Israelite title entitle me to? The Israelite title
We finna show that to you. Read. We gon' and then jump to 9.
versus the member.
Romans 3,
Listen,
verse 1. What advantage then has the Jew?
ain't that what you just asked?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Read.
What advantage then has the Jew?
So that's what he asked, right, Lucky? What does being an Israelite entitle me to? What advantages do I get
An
by
Israelite is a Jew?
an Israelite is a Jew. Jew is short for Judah,
Okay.
which was the southern kingdom of Israel, the so-called American blacks, West Indies, and Haitians.
Okay.
Understand? The northern kingdom is Ephraim to Naphtali.
right.
You understand? It was separated two kingdoms after Solomon died. You understand that?
Right.
All right. So you asked, what advantage then do you have to Jew? What advantage does being an Israelite
Right.
have for you? Read.
Or what profit is there of circumcision?
That means following the laws. Come on.
Right.
Much every way,
Uh-huh.
chiefly, because that upon them were committed the oracles of God.
This belongs to you, chiefly.
Right.
He says chiefly, so that means particularly and mainly to you.
Right.
Chiefly, the oracles of God belong to you. Read.
For what if some did not believe?
So guess what? Now you might have somebody say, that don't make no sense to me.
Right.
I don't understand that. Read.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
So that means if you could continue to say, well, I'm a Moor, does that mean that the Moors are not Israelites? And guess what? Do that mean that you still not gonna?
What I'm saying is y'all learn the history of what a Moor is. Who Moors? They still exist.
Right?
They are travelers. They don't have what you have in your pocket as an ID. They don't have what you have in your pocket as a social security card. They're travelers of this land.
Where they get that
native.
from? Where they get that from?
They get that from their own embassy.
What?
Because they're a nation.
So you mean to tell me the Moors have an embassy, right? If in order to have an embassy, then you have to deal. Then you have to deal with the United Nations, right?
You have to be from another nation.
You have to deal with the United Nations, right?
Yes,
Who
yes,
runs
yes.
the United Nations?
Bring it out.
There's a group of people.
Who runs the United Nations?
Normally Americans.
Normally, Americans run the United Nations.
They are-
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28.
Right?
Right? No, they run it and they decide. The same way you got all these African countries that go to the UN, the UN still decide, I can take these resources, I can oppress these people, I can put sanctions like say you can't ship nothing here. Guess what? The Moors got to do the same thing. Guess what God said? That's a curse. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So God said for your clothes, and guess what? You could be a Moor, but guess what? It ain't no Moorish malls out here. Moors ain't got no Popeye chicken. Moors ain't got no gas station.
Should they want those things?
They guess what? They don't have them. You can want it. Guess what?
Should they even want a Popeye chicken? The churches?
You want food?
gas
You want a car?
Right.
You drive a car?
The ground bear food, right?
But you drive a car.
I'm saying the ground bear food, regardless, right?
Do you have the land to grow food?
Yes.
You have the land to grow food?
Yeah, but
Do
I'm
you
not-
grow your own
I'm not
food?
representing Moors. I don't want you to get confused.
No. We
I'm a
want
member
to
of
make sure.
holiness.
Lucky, so do you understand
And
what's going on,
I'm
Lucky? Lucky.
I'm from.
This is what we
we
showing
call
you. The
Moors.
Israelites are
Everybody
these people, Lucky. Read that part again. Read
He
48
said-
again.
he said that these
Deuteronomy
people are
chapter
Israelites.
28, verse 48.
Just listen.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
So God is telling you that the Israelites are going to be these people that these curses on, and during these curses, you're going to serve the person that the Lord sent against you.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone, 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.